everybody, it's KayBeast, and I am finally back with another art video. Before I get into where I've been and why I was gone for so long, I'm going to talk about the artwork briefly. So this is a painting of a tricolored heron that I made for my dad for Christmas last year. For the past few years, he's asked me to draw or paint different kinds of herons for him because he's a big bird watcher, and herons are, I'm pretty sure, his favorite kind of bird. So this year I did a piece of what's called a tricolored heron, which I didn't know existed until I looked it up, and he asked me about it. So I was actually pretty excited to do this particular kind of bird because the males during breeding season will suddenly turn like bright purple. It's like their breeding plumage, and purple's one of my favorite colors to paint with, so I was pretty excited about working with it. So I did a base in watercolor, and then I did all the detail work using my Prismacolor color pencils, and then there's a little bit of white gouache and then fine tech in the background just to make it pop because it was a present and I used a lot of it. But Dad seemed to really enjoy the piece, so I even bought a frame for it so I could wrap it and give it to him on Christmas, and he seemed to really like it. So that went well, and I knew that the piece would be really involved, and I was hoping to come back to YouTube at some point, so I decided to record the footage just in case. And it turned out it worked out, so yeah. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I went on hiatus, I think back in May of last year. I want to say it was May. And the reasoning behind it at the time was I was feeling a bit discouraged with where my channel was going and the art I was making for it. I wasn't entirely sure exactly what I wanted to do, so I decided to take a short break to sort of reevaluate where my art was going and try to figure out, you know, what things I wanted to focus on. So I decided to take a short break to think about that. And then the short break turned into a long break because late summer, early fall, my laptop basically died. I was able to push it for a while to edit my vlogs, which have a very simple editing process compared to my art videos, but then it kept blue screening on me, so that didn't work out. For a brief while I had another computer. It was an old one that belonged to my girlfriend that she let me have when she got a new one, and that could handle my vlogs for a little bit, but then it started blue screening on me too. So for a little while there I was basically screwed and couldn't really do much of anything. Couldn't run Photoshop, couldn't run my editing software. I use Camtasia too, which is a lot easier on a computer than, say, Premiere Pro, and it still couldn't work. So I was basically just out of luck for a while. And I knew that my computer was going to give out at some point because the old laptop that I was using I bought in 2010. So the fact that it lasted 7.5 years is kind of amazing, you know? So now I factory reset it and it's just a backup for the internet now. And then, let's see, last fall for about 2 months I worked a seasonal job, and I was able to save up enough money to buy a refurbished computer that it's an older model, but its specs are way better than any laptop I've ever used. Like, it's got like 8 gigs of RAM, which is a lot for me, and Intel i7 processor, and I can run 2 screens on it. I've been able to live stream on this thing, so I'm very excited. I can finally make videos again. So I am back. I'm very happy about it. I've wanted to come back for a long time, and now I can actually do it. So yay. So like I mentioned about Twitch, I'm gonna, like I said, mention about live streaming. I'm on Twitch now, and I do intend to live stream semi-regularly. I'm not entirely sure what my schedule's gonna be like, but right now I'm just doing gaming streams. I've done a test stream. I bought Subnautica, and I'm playing that on there a lot. And I'm probably gonna focus on that. So if you want to come watch me play Subnautica, I encourage you to follow me on Twitch. And as for when I intend to stream, I'm going to make announcements of that kind of thing on Twitter. So if you want to keep updated on when I'm doing stuff, I encourage you to check out my Twitter. Let's see, what else? What else now that I'm back? I'm working on an art challenge right now, and if you want to stay up to date on that, follow my Instagram, and I'm going to be turning that into a video at the end of the month. And let's see, what else is on my list of things that I'm doing? I'm going to be revamping my Redbubble shop because I have a lot of old stuff on there that I never really formatted for a lot of the products. So I'm going to go through and just completely redo it. So that's going to happen. Oh yeah, this is the big thing. While I was on my hiatus, I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And the fact that I'm still getting people subscribing even with the channel being on hiatus is also amazing, because I haven't posted anything in months, but you guys are still showing up, and it's awesome. And I can't say thank you enough, because it's encouraged me to, like, I really need to come back. I just didn't have a computer. So I've been excited to come back because everyone seems to be waiting, but computer troubles. But anyway, since I hit 1,000 subscribers, I want to do something, but I'm not entirely sure what to do for that milestone. I can't do anything like a giveaway, unfortunately, because I just don't have the money to buy anything or even ship anything right now. But I'm gonna basically leave it open to suggestion. If any of you have ideas for things you'd like to see me do as like a thank you for hitting 1,000 subscribers, it's been suggested in the past on this Discord. I'm on Discord with a bunch of other YouTube artists, and they mentioned doing like a Q&A could be a thing. So if you have any ideas or requests for something I could do to say thank you for hitting 1,000 subs, leave them in the comments below, and I'll look through them. And I'm probably going to do that 1,000 subscriber thing at the end of the month or at the beginning of March, to give enough time to plan for what I want to do. So yeah, let me know if you have any ideas, and I will put something together as a thank you for subscribing and still commenting and following my work, even though I haven't been active in a long time. Yeah. So I think that was everything on my list that I wanted to cover. This artwork was pretty basic, but I do have a lot of things planned. I'm not entirely I don't think I'm gonna come back to the same schedule of doing like a challenge every month and a mythical creatures piece every month. I'm just gonna kind of let things happen as they happen, because I think that rigid schedule was part of the reason why I started to feel kind of burnt out last year, because I wasn't letting myself be spontaneous, basically. I think what it was is I was worried that I was doing a lot of the same thing. So I was like, okay, let's make this little list so that I do some different stuff, but that wound up not working out either. So what I'm probably just going to do is just make art as it happens and just kind of let it go in whatever direction it wants to, and then record it for YouTube. So there might be a lot of speed paints, there might be a lot of fan art. It's just going to be whatever happens to strike me at the time. I know for a fact that I'm going to do a lot of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild fan art, because I've been wanting to do it for forever, and I've been obsessed with that game since I started playing it last year, because my brother bought it and it's amazing. So I already know I want to do a bunch of stuff for that. And I'm already thinking I might want to do some fan art for Subnautica, because I've been playing that a lot and it's really pretty. So I don't know. We'll just kind of see how it goes. Not to say that I won't do challenges and stuff again. There are some art challenges that I came up with that I wanted to do last year, but I didn't get around to doing them. So I'm just saying, you know, it might be random what I do, because I'm just going to kind of let myself make stuff and see what happens. What else? Oh, I've seen a lot of people talking about making resolutions for like where they want their art to go for the next year. I made a brief New Year's resolution this year, mostly because I actually met my New Year's resolution last year. My New Year's resolution for 2017 was to finally get my driver's license, and I finally did it after working on it for more than 10 years. Like, I'm going to be 30 this year, and it took me forever to get it. So, yeah. So my New Year's resolution for this year is to get a webcomic online, and I have a short story that I threw together for an anthology pitch that didn't get in, so I figured I'd work with that one as my first one, and it's probably going to go up on Tapastic, or Tapas, it's called Tapas now. So I will keep you guys informed of that, and that might pop up on my YouTube channel as well, because I want to meet that goal. So we shall see how that works out. So yeah, I think that covers everything and then some of what I wanted to talk about. So again, just to reiterate, I'm live streaming on Twitch, so please check out my social media if you would like to see it or keep up or stay up to date on things that are going on. Twitter is the best place to go for that. And for 1,000 subscriber, well, I can't do a giveaway, but for my 1,000 subscriber event, I guess, I'm open to suggestions. So please leave them in the comments below, and I will put something together for you guys. And yes, I guess that does it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for sticking around while I was gone, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!